Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition.
Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in prep. Visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Russell Wilson bringing out the Seattle Seahawks. And just another tremendous year for Wilson. Over 4,100 yards passing, second most of his career. 31 touchdown passes to just 5 picks. And he kept it going in the wild card round. 325 yards in the win at Philly. So while it's probably not an MVP season, does any player mean more to his team than Russell Wilson to the Seahawks?
It'd be hard to argue that any player does. But if there's one, it's probably Lamar Jackson with Baltimore because they can play that style with him. Would a conventional quarterback be able to get as much out of that offense as Lamar Jackson? Probably not. But all in all, Russell Wilson, he is the Seahawks now, especially being able to carry a team that lost its top 2 runners on a team that likes to run the ball first going into the playoffs. Yeah, they brought back Marshawn Lynch, but it's still Russell Wilson's team. And how about that big throw late to seal things to DK Metcalf? No shortage of fortitude with Russell Wilson.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Wilson going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Wilson steps away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Steps away to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 30 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes flush to his right. He finds McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes going to throw, escaping the pressure right, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Well, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But
it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out as they have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Wood up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's out right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a fourth on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
To the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposite.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw, rolling to his right, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. That one complete to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen with... Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a pressure. Football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore There to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to take off with it, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Throwing is Wilson.
And, Brandon, this is what it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.
Feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that.